Mario Balotelli, the king of controversy, jaw-dropping goals, and unforgettable moments on and off the pitch. From fireworks in his bathroom to that "Why Always Me" shirt, he's never short of surprises. Today, we're rating him on skill, craziness, and everything in between. Trust me, this one's going to be wild. Can you guess his final score? Player introduction. Mario Balotelli. Where do we even begin with this guy? Born on August 12, 1990, in Palermo, Italy, but he's always been far from your typical Italian footballer. He started his career at a small club called Milan, before getting his big break at Inter Milan, where he showed flashes of brilliance and his temper. But hey, what's a football maverick without a little drama, right? From there, Mario hopped across Europe like a man on a mission, or sometimes just on holiday. Manchester City, AC Milan, Liverpool, and a few more, including Brescia in Italy and Sion in Switzerland. You might be surprised to know that, as of 2024, Mario's still kicking it in the Swiss League. Still causing a stir, still being, well, Mario. He's known as Super Mario, and not just because he shares a name with a famous video game character. No, this Super Mario is unpredictable both on and off the pitch. 1 minute he's scoring incredible goals. The next, he's setting off fireworks in his bathroom. True story. But don't let the off-field antics fool you. At Euro 2012, he was Italy's hero, leading them to the final. That semi-final brace against Germany, iconic. For all the craziness, when Mario was on, he was on. A true maverick in every sense of the word. Football ability. When Mario Balotelli is on his game, he's really on. He's known for his powerful shot, his natural goal-scoring instincts, and, let's be honest, some of the most entertaining moments on a football pitch. Remember that goal against Germany in the Euro 2012 semi-final? The one where he ripped off his shirt and stood there like a statue. Yeah, that pose is still legendary. And let's not forget his classic line, "When I score, I don't celebrate because that's my job." I mean, come on, that's peak Balotelli right there. Scoring goals like it's no big deal. But to be fair, it was kind of his job, and he did it pretty well when he felt like it. At Manchester City, Balotelli played a key role in the club's first Premier League title in 44 years. His calm assist to Aguero for that unforgettable last-second goal against QPR. Iconic. Balotelli might not have always been consistent, but when the stakes were high, he could pull off something magical. Then, of course, there was the time he scored a ridiculous backheel goal during a friendly against LA Galaxy. It was so casual, like he just did it for a laugh. And honestly, knowing Mario, he probably did. Now, was he the most disciplined player on the field? Not really. But when it comes to raw football talent, he's up there with the best. His score for football ability? 85 out of 100. A top-tier striker, just lacking that discipline and focus to reach the very top consistently. But hey, he was never boring. Craziness. When it comes to craziness, Mario Balotelli is in a league of his own. I mean, where do we even start? Let's kick things off with the time he set his house on fire with fireworks. Yep, the night before a huge Manchester derby, he accidentally torched his bathroom. But don't worry, the next day he scored and revealed that now iconic "Why Always Me" shirt. Classic Mario. And how about the time he was just casually driving around Manchester, handing out cash to strangers? No reason, just because. Or when he showed up at a prison in Italy, again, no crime committed. He was just curious to see what it was like. Who does that? Then there was that infamous on-field spat with Roberto Mancini when he tried an outrageous trick shot during a match. Mancini, understandably, wasn't thrilled, but Balotelli, completely unbothered. Honestly, with Mario, you never know what's coming next. 1 minute, he's scoring goals. The next, he's doing something completely bizarre. We're giving him a 90 out of 100 for craziness, because even when you think he's calmed down, there's always another wild story. The dark arts. When it comes to the dark arts, cheating, bending the rules, and all that sneaky stuff, Balotelli isn't exactly a mastermind, but he's definitely dabbled. Now, he's not the type to dive or pull off some intricate con like other players, but his confrontations with referees and opponents, that's a different story. Let's start with his legendary temper. Mario's picked up red cards for everything from headbutting to flat-out kicking opponents. One of the most infamous moments, that time he stomped on Scott Parker's head. Yeah, that one didn't go unnoticed. It earned him a solid 4-match ban. His disciplinary record? Let's just say it's colorful. And while he's not always up to dirty tricks, Balotelli does enjoy a good mind game, especially during penalties. Picture it. Mario standing there, ice cold, staring down the goalkeeper like he's deciding whether to order pizza or pasta for dinner. The entire world is holding its breath. And then, with zero stress, he just casually slots it in. That's pure mental warfare. So, while he's not exactly a dark arts grandmaster, his temper and occasional reckless behavior certainly tip the scales. We're giving Mario a 70 out of 100. Not a cheat, but definitely a troublemaker. Likability. When it comes to likability, Mario Balotelli is about as polarizing as it gets. He's the kind of guy who's either got you cheering for him or pulling your hair out, and sometimes both in the same game. But let's dive into what makes him such a love-hate figure. First, let's talk about why fans adore him. Mario's got that rebellious devil-may-care attitude that makes him impossible to ignore. He's the bad boy of football, but with a heart of gold. I mean, this is a guy who's been known to randomly hand out wads of cash to strangers on the street like he's Oprah. You get some money, you get some money, everybody gets some money. And who can forget the time he visited a homeless shelter, donated thousands, and even paid for an entire gas station's fuel? That's not something you see every day from a professional footballer. But just when you're thinking, wow, what a guy, Mario reminds you that he's not your typical role model. Feuds with coaches, he's had plenty. Mourinho, Mancini, you name it. And let's just say, the media hasn't always been his best friend either. Balotelli's temper and unpredictability have left more than a few managers shaking their heads in disbelief. But even then, you can't help but kind of love the chaos he brings. Then, there's his social media presence. Mario is an absolute meme machine. Whether he's trolling people online or posting a video with the message, "Goodbye racist people," after scoring against racially abusive fans, he's always ready to make a statement. And people love him for standing up against racism in his own unique way. So, where does that leave us? Is he a lovable rogue or an infuriating wildcard? Honestly, he's both. We're giving Mario a 75 out of 100 for likability. He's adored by fans, especially those who appreciate a bit of rebellion, but equally frustrating for coaches and teammates who've had to deal with his unpredictability. He's the kind of player you can't help but cheer for, whether he's winning you over with a generous act or making you laugh with his off-the-wall antics. Football Mavericks score. And now for the final score. Mario Balotelli's Football Mavericks score, 80 out of 100. Balotelli is the definition of a football maverick. When he's on, he's unstoppable, with moments of brilliance like his Euro 2012 performance or that assist for Manchester City's iconic title-winning goal. But off the pitch, he's just as famous for his wild antics, whether it's setting off fireworks in his house or handing out cash to strangers. You never know what you're going to get with Mario, and that's what makes him so unforgettable. 80 out of 100. The perfect score for a player who's equal parts genius and chaos. Thank you, Mario Balotelli. Football Mavericks salutes you. Who should we rate next? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to keep up with our wild takes on football's craziest players. See you next time.